It turns out that the average American woman uses 12 products every day, exposing herself to about 126 unique chemicals. Many women use even more than that. And a lot of those chemicals are considered toxic. They've been linked to cancer, infertility, birth defects. They can even mess with your hormones. But the industry is largely unregulated by the FDA, which cannot require cosmetics companies to prove a product is safe before it goes to market. It also can't recall a product once it's found to be dangerous for consumers. It's up to the company to do that.
For labels that have fewer ingredients, stay away from the word fragrance in a product. That simple word fragrance can hide dozens and dozens of unsafe toxic chemicals.
Janet also told me about a handful of other chemicals I should be wary of. Foundation can contain heavy metals like arsenic and titanium dioxide, which can cause cancer when it's inhaled. Eyeshadow can contain formaldehyde and mineral oils that are derived from crude oil. Eyeliner can contain heavy metals like lead and arsenic that are linked to cancer and reproductive harm. Blush can contain parabens that mess with your hormones, and talc, which can have asbestos. Mascara can contain formaldehyde and dyes like carbon black that also cause cancer. And up to 3/4 of lipstick tested by the FDA contain lead. Many also contain preservatives like BHA, which is linked to cancer and reproductive harm.
Let's make a bet. By the end of this episode, I'm gonna get you to throw out at least half of your makeup collection. Think I'm joking? Well, sit back, grab a trash bag, and get ready to unhaul all those poisonous products you have sitting around your house. How often are you washing your makeup tools? Your brushes, your sponges, whatever ungodly, because it turns out a lot of people don't clean theirs either. A survey by the Huffington Post found that only 61% of women clean their brushes at least once a month, with 22% saying they have never washed a brush. When you compare that to the dermatologist's recommendation of cleaning your makeup tools at least once a week, I think it's time to start spreading a little knowledge like you're spreading that bacteria around the apples of your cheeks. A study in the UK looked at microbial contamination in different cosmetic products, and oh boy, my beautiful theorists, dirty doesn't even begin to cover it. While almost everything examined contains some type of bacteria, the biggest guilty party, the beauty blender. The study found that 93% of the ones included in the survey had never been cleaned, with 64% of those having been dropped on the floor and still not washed. And again, that study from the UK found traces of Staphylococcus aureus, which can cause staph infections that lead to even worse conditions like sepsis or even death, and E. coli, which is more commonly found in contaminated water and food. Definitely not something you want to be rubbing on your face or literally anywhere else. With every use, our brushes, sponges, and mascara wands are collecting dead skin cells and the natural bacteria and oils that live in our bods. And don't get me wrong, all bods are beautiful bods, but all makeup applicators are just disgusting cesspools of germs apparently. Germs that are just gonna build up and then get spread to every product you touch with it, as well as the containers and bags where you're storing them. For instance, in 2017, the FDA found traces of asbestos, a substance known to cause cancer, in makeup products being. If you're online, you've spent the last 10 years being.
I see many Muslimas covered from head to toe with the scarf, but not the face veil, with makeup and lipstick on TV or in public. Okay. So look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran, didn't he? وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ, that to tell the believing women not to show their adornments, not to show their beauty, right? And beauty is a comprehensive word, right? It can mean parts of your body, it can mean the shape of your body, it could mean, your jewelry. You know, in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there were women who used to wear anklets, that made a noise. Like, even now in some countries, we have these anklets. And if you're walking, you can hear kind of little bells ringing. And, the women were told not to shake their feet in such a way that when they're passing by men or when they're in public, that people know all of the beautification that they're wearing, right? To kind of draw attention to themselves. Okay, so really, I would say, sisters, we should avoid wearing makeup in public, right? Should avoid especially very visible makeup in public. Lipstick, if you think about it, the whole psychology behind lipstick is it's supposed to make your lips look alluring and juicy, right? And attractive, to be quite blunt about it, right? And psychologists, they say that it's connected to ripe fruit. When you see a ripe fruit, it's usually red, it's usually gleaming, right? And that's why women, we usually put, makeup on our cheeks and our lips, right? It's against that verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, don't show your beauty, don't show your adornments in public. So, but then we should create halal spaces where they can express that side of themselves. Women like to beautify themselves. I understand that. But we've got to do it in the right way, in the right context, okay? Sisters, like you said, they're wearing so much makeup. It's obviously to draw attention to themselves, or because they have some kind of insecurity in public. So let's get away from that. Let's not become overly obsessed with our appearance and our looks.